Hey everyone, how's it going? I haven't made a video in quite a while, but I'm finally back. Thank God my arm's better, my right arm is better. I was always bitching about it in my other videos and stuff. But I just wanted to bring you guys this meme of a sword that I had. I had a bunch of eBay points, and and I was like, what the hell, This is one of those Shinwa swords. I bought this thing a long time ago. I bought this thing oh, around June, and it pretty much just said, in its little box and stuff like that. When I got it, it was a little bent, and the tip was actually bent. But the guy from eBay discounted a bunch of money, even more from. I literally only paid like $50 for it. This guy sells for like around $200. If you go to one of those crappy websites, and grab grab this sword, and to tell you the truth, I'm pleasantly surprised. This thing is gigantic. It's called the Shinwa Odachi, uh, and when I took it out of the box, I was surprised. I still couldn't like mess with it, but I liked it because it was so light. As you can see, let me turn around a little bit here. This thing is freaking gigantic, man. It's almost as tall as me. Right now it's tied to my belt because I'm gonna show you guys how to throw this thing out and all this stuff. But yeah, let me. So as you can see, this thing is giant. It's almost as tall as me, as you can see right there. Um, I don't know if this is an Odachi. It's a long handle sword. They say that it's fully tanked, but I do not think so. And I've seen some videos where the tank goes about right there, and the guy has some video, a little tutorial how to like shave it down to there. But I don't know. I'm not thinking about using the sword for much more than just kind of being like a little piece, but in the end, I'm probably gonna get bored and do it anyways. And he basically just shaved off that much, and he said that it was a lot better. But for as big as the sword is, guys, it's pretty balanced. It has a gigantic handle, but yeah. But let me see. Let me see where the balance would be in this one. Like I said, depending where you're holding it, I mean, this is pretty good. This is about 4.5 inches, maybe three, yeah, like 4 inches from the handle. So you can see that it has some mass on this side to be able to, to balance the sword out. And at first, like I said, I just got this sword as a meme sword because I have all those eBay points. Like, I don't think you can get them anymore. But I saw it around one of those little the little what do you call those things? Those little pipes that you use for the styrofoam pipes you use to like protect your piping from cold weather and stuff like that. Well, that's pretty much what I've been cutting, and it's been doing pretty good. I'll put a video on that pretty soon. It wasn't very sharp, so and it's still not very sharp because I haven't really messed with my tools yet. And as I said, my arm, thank God, it finally got better. They did a bunch of those injections, and it really helped me out. But this thing, you know what this is? This is one of those Chinese-made swords. They say it's Damascus. I think it looks. I don't know if the camera will catch it. I need to get better lighting. But let me see. I don't think that with this lighting it's gonna catch it. You can see kind of like the pattern, but I think it's just painted. There's some little places where like when I cut those little insulation pipes, that the paint's gonna come off. I actually I had the little 4x4 base that I have. I was actually cutting that thing with this, and it surprised me that it didn't like bend completely, that it didn't just crack under the pressure because I was hitting it hard. I just wanted to kind of, I just wanted to kind of like test out if it would work. but it's holding up pretty good. Um, One of the neat things about this, it's the for as cheap as this thing is, right? And and I know it sucks because it's probably made some slave camp in China or whatever, right? But this sword's very well made. Even the sageo here that they put in the handle is very tightly wrapped. You know what I mean? Um, Drawing it out, it's not that difficult. Even if it's this big of a sword. The arresting here, there's no arresting, but I'm gonna fix it. I have some of those little sheets that I can put in there, and it'll fix the arresting. But as you can see, you can just throw it out. But drawing it is not much difficult than a normal sword because I guess because of the curve that it has, you just mainly have to do the where you push your saya back, and it comes out with much problem. And actually swinging it, you know, bringing it. This is a very well balanced sword for what it is. I mean, if you just want to cut like melons and things like that, this thing is actually pretty fun. That's one of those things that I've been dealing with, like it hitting my body, you know, when you're trying to turn it. But this thing is meant to be. It looks more like I know it's more like a pole arm, right? Where you use it like to push people back, but I mean, even holding it in one hand, guys, this is a very. I mean, I can tell completely now the difference from your primary arm to your, I guess the arm you hardly ever use, but it's still good to use the other one because I learned how quickly you can lose that ability, right? But this hand, it's just, I don't know if it's just because of how dexterous it is compared to the other hand, that it gives you like a lot of more mobility and like it feels like more strength, you know. This thing, I really like it. I have the cold steel one, the gigantic sword like this, and I'll make a video on that one pretty soon. But that sword, guys, that thing feels heavy, you know. Not unwieldable because it's still a fun sword. You just need to know how to use it. But this thing is it's very very wieldable and very maneuverable. When I have to shift it back or whatever you call it, put it back in the saya, I can't do this right like the normal sword because it's so long and I have T-Rex arms. So what I do when I koi fish it, I hold it and then I grab basically the rib of the sword, right? And then you can sheath the sword without like almost stabbing myself, because that's almost what I did one time. But this sword, guys, it's amazing. I wanted to just share this thing with you guys. It's just a mean sword, right? But one that I've come to like a lot. Like I said, I only paid a little bit. Let me see if I can show you guys. It still has a little tiny bend, you know. But it's good. It's a strong little sword for what it is. Would I recommend this thing? Yeah, I would recommend it if you're just gonna like mess around, you know what I mean? Even train, you know, if you wanna completely take out the sharpness, because it's sharp. It has a sharpness to it. But if you just wanna use it like for training and stuff like that, and just moving this thing around. I don't know the historical reference to what this is. I know they have like naginatas, you know, which is basically this, but with another blade coming out of the other side. And the Odachi, but the Odachi, I think this thing was a bit shorter. It's probably like that. But yeah, it's a fun little sword. This one has the pattern. It has like the pattern of a dragon here. It doesn't look that bad, guys. It doesn't look like a piece of crap, you know, like a piece of trash sword that you would get like in the flea market or whatever. I really like what it has here. It has flowers, and then it has like a crane or a swan. But yeah, I like it. I really like how light it is, how maneuverable it is, and it can cut. you can cut and it cuts good. It's just, I mean, you have to have a lot of room, right? Because you, you end up hitting the floor or whatever. Yeah, you gotta be careful where you're swinging this thing around. But for the price, yeah, this thing is awesome. I don't know if they still make them the same. You know, like I said, I bought this thing maybe July of last year. No, July of last year. I think it might have been 2019. But yeah, they had good workmanship. Like I said, this ageo is really well put in here, man. And even the little, let's see, even this, even the little markings here, you know, very very good detailed, guys, for what it is. It's just a cheap little sword, you know. I also wanted to let you guys know that I'm gonna start a little podcast coming out pretty soon. I'm gonna do it. If God willing, I'm gonna start doing it every day, or I'm gonna start trying Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I mean, this is gonna be me talking about like stuff that's going on and things like that. But yeah, I'm gonna start coming up with a few more videos on this one, on the subject, right, on swords and little hobbies that I have. Also, guys, I wanna thank you for a bunch of people have been subscribing when I was out, and I mean by bunch like 4 or 5, you know. But this is a small channel. But thank you guys for everything. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. Have fun and yeah, enjoy the meme sword because it's fun. Well, thank you guys. Bye.